Jesus. Do you think you can play? And again, Maddie, we're live.
Cheers, friend.
Yes, sir. All right. Whoa, convicted melon?
Yep. Hello, naughty, naughty.
All right.
That one's good.
Yeah, this one
Let's see.
tastes like a diabetic cat's insulin.
Okay.
You got that?
Yeah, but elaborate. You've had this before?
I had a cat that needed insulin
Oh.
and was diabetic, which
Yeah.
I don't know if it happens anymore. I think that was just a 90s thing. But
Okay. And you're like, fuck, I really got to try this insulin.
you know, your parents say it's medicine, and I'm like, oh, this was like Dimetap, grape Dimetap. Let me get some.
What does insulin taste like? What would it taste like?
You know, I don't remember what it tasted like exactly, but I do remember it has a distinct smell. It has like a distinct like drug smell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But anyways, welcome back to another episode of Face Splitter. We're back. It's been a while, and yeah, how you been?
Hey,
Been
so
good?
good. Yeah.
Yeah?
Have you been?
I mean, I'm hanging in there, man.
Yeah. You
know.
dressed like you're going to go do the 4x4, I see. So.
Yeah, you see this? I got my tank top, my running tank, my Iowa Hawkeyes tank top here. The shorts are barely covering my balls.
Yeah,
So.
it's distracting. What
Yeah, they're
kind
pink.
of what brand is that?
I'm gonna say the most dad thing ever, and I'm gonna tell you that they're Fabletics.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. That's
So
what I thought. I recognized the symbol.
because listen, dude, you get two pairs of shorts for $24, and that's not fake.
Yeah, I've seen the
$24.
ads.
You seen the ads on
Yeah.
Instagram? They've bombed you. They've
Yeah.
saw what I've ordered, and they're like, maybe Matt
Yeah,
wants that
I
too.
guess dipshit wants them too.
Dipshit wants them too.
And they're right.
But let's do the review right here. I got the 5-inch inseam. I really like it because they stretch apparently to two sizes above your size. So when I have that milkshake and the ass jiggles real good,
Sure, yeah.
they fit still.
Commonality. Oh,
Right.
so are these the first pair you've had? Or?
This is the first pair I've had. I have 3.
Okay.
I just went all in.
Yeah. Is it like a subscription like you get?
It is.
Or
It
how
is
you
a
do it?
subscription. I'm doing the broke dick method of get the subscription, get the shorts, and cancel,
Okay. Was there a cancellation
and then use another
policy?
email to get another subscription.
Okay, yeah. So I'll see that in our email. Okay, cool.
Yeah, use that or email, and I'm probably banned from all subscription services now because of the algorithm and AI. But that's okay.
Fuck them. Yeah. Yeah, who cares?
But what about you? Everything been good?
Everything's good, man. Yeah. Can't complain.
Okay.
Happy to be back here today.
Happy to be back in the lair,
Miss
the
doing
dragon's
this.
lair,
Yeah.
the
Thunderdome.
the throne room. Oh, wolves in the throne room, dude. Okay,
That's our next one.
that's shit. Hopefully, there's one sooner. But
Yeah.
well, actually, what is that? It's coming up in let's see.
It's October, I think.
Is it October?
I'm fairly certain.
Oh, that's right. Yep, mid-October, October 24th.
Some other cool
We
ones
going?
in there too.
What would you say if you had to categorize wolves in the throne room? What
Oh, yeah.
would you say?
They are like a real they're a real death metal band.
You'd say
Like-
death metal?
Like the real deal, yeah.
Yeah, I'd say they definitely have a touch of death metal, but I would even say like with all the acoustic stuff they do and the like atmospheric things they do, I'd say it's like blackened death metal.
Yeah? Do you think they kind of have like that like Opeth feel?
A little bit because they break out in those acoustic jams and stuff like that. But needless to say, I really think that they're a really talented band.
Yeah.
It's like, you have those bands that even in like the classic rock world, it's like you have these bands that are just, they stand alone, or they're just different than like what's going on at the time.
Yeah.
And so I think in our era, and maybe even, I don't know, Wolves in the Throne have been around for a while, but they're definitely one of those like bands that are very I'd say they make music with intention, and they're very talented.
Yeah, and I think they're one of those bands that there's bands that I listen to regularly that I find very talented that revere them as a very good band. That's what always attracts me to things like, oh, I've never heard of that, but this band likes them, so they must be good.
And I mean, that's kind of a litmus test of like what we listen to for this stuff. Like, because I mean, that's how a lot of this, we live in the social media age where a lot of this is brought and put in front of our faces because of algorithms. But a lot of the bands we find out about are word of mouth. Our friends like them. The bands we listen to like them.
Yeah. Yeah, you want to find that, I don't know, that natural way of finding this new thing versus like the AI telling you what you like. But they are also a band that I like to listen to when I'm alone. Yeah. They're very just dark, and they're kind of like a headphone band for me. I really want to hear everything that's going on around it.
Yep.
So
you want to listen. You don't want to be distracted when you listen to it.
Yeah.
Because there's music out there that you're like, I'll put this on and just go fuck around.
I think they're from the Pacific Northwest. I might be wrong.
They sound depressed enough.
Yeah. Kind of that.
Yeah. As much as I rag on the Pacific Northwest, I like everything. I like all the products that come out of it. Mm-hmm. Great coffee, great regentrification of their neighborhoods, great music, and
Microsoft,
right? And probably the most active homeless population I've ever seen. Yeah. Hats off to them. But
that and Costco, kind of the two, like the duality.
That's right. That's right. I forgot. And that's literally ever since I became a father is like going to a carnival for me. So, yeah.
Wow.
And I just spent a lot of money because they're like, oh, I can get 2 Nest thermometers for $400? Sounds like a deal. And it's probably more expensive than like buying them separately.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they want to give you like a water treatment and shit like that.
It's also like, why can't I just get one? They're like, well, you need to. You need to have 2.
This is wholesale.
Yeah.
This is wholesale. People that shop here live in mansions.
Yeah, brother, we'll go get the pallet jack for you. We're going to unload this on your truck for you.
You want a pallet of Nests, right? Okay. Yes, for all the Mormon families.
For you and all your friends, yeah.
But also, what about you know what else we haven't talked about though? Well, Jason Richardson's coming too. We may go see that. Late September, mid-September, September 24th. That'd be cool.
That would be cool
for all the guitar shredders out there. That'd be pretty sweet.
I want to see if he's real in person.
Right. I see him on like Instagram and stuff, and I know it's not. But what if it's a little sped up?
Yeah,
But I don't think so.
It only the only time I ever realized like how good he is when I watch other people cover his stuff, and I'm like, yeah, I guess it just can't be done. There's only one of them. It's only him.
I know. When we were listening to that, Tightrope, August Burns Red.
Oh, he has that solo.
I was just because I was in. We've talked about this before. I was in the mode of listening to August Burns Red, and then the solo hit, and I'm like, what the fuck?
I know.
Hold on.
Like, that's not them.
And then. You hear it, and, okay, because it sounds inhumanly possible.
You know what really bothered me about that, too, was for the past, 5 ABR albums, I'm always like, I cannot stand the tone of his leads on there.
Right.
And I love that band. I mean, they're kind of like a hometown band for me. They're from Lancaster. And
that's right. They are from Lancaster.
And, when their first stuff came out, I mean, it was, insane. Constellations, that was, the most amazing metalcore album at the time. Oh. And then... it just kind of seemed from there on, this lead tone that he used, I can't stand it, and it's it sounds the same in every song.
Sounds the same in every song.
And then when I heard that solo, I was like, oh shit, he's stepping it up. And then I looked at it, I was featuring Jason Richardson. I was like, okay,
and you're
cool.
Like, oh, this guy can't possibly shred that fast. I know.
Hope they play it live,
right? And we're gonna play Tightrope, and it's just the instrumental, backing of it.
That's why I always feel so bad for what's his name, Lee McKinney, that's in Born of Osiris, because when Jason Richardson left, they're there's all these videos out there just showing Lee bombing that solo.
Really?
Yeah. And after that happened, people still like the song I'm talking about too is Follow the Signs.
Yeah.
Because that solo is just the craziest shit.
I never really looked into that.
And then because they still have to play it, right?
Yeah, I mean if it's one of your hit songs and people come to see you play it, you better perform.
And then there will be videos out there where it looks like he's playing it flawlessly because it's clearly backed.
Really?
It's just a backing track, yeah.
And you can tell
100%.
It's out there.
They didn't, but people go to the show.
At the shows, okay.
Yeah, and everybody's like, "Come on, Lee, just don't play the song,
dude."
It's you got to move on if you're not gonna.
Yeah,
play it. And I get it. Playing anything is difficult. Playing at all. I mean,
I've always said, and I'm not a guitar virtuoso or anything, but you get a lot of people out there that try to emulate certain guitarists, and even famous like anybody. You will never sound like the original, and I mean that goes with anything.
Yeah,
and that's okay. Good. Like you can. It's almost like that's their stamp in life. That's their special signature, and I mean it's okay that you can't emulate it.
Yeah,
it's fine.
100%, it should be that way. And then if you play it your own way, that's cool too.
It's just. It's that argument. Is anything really original? Is anything we make original?
Right.
Like, is it original? Like, because I made it up, but I'm influenced by so many things. So is it actually original?
Yeah. There's so many things you're like, oh, I know where you heard that from. Like anytime I hear a rake in a song, I'm like, okay, Gojira. Or,
Yes.
That's cool that you put that there, but it's almost like a filler a lot of times.
Yeah.
There's very few times I hear that rake noise where I'm like, oh fuck yeah, that slaps now.
Well, because I mean, a lot of bands, it's like, dude, I'd say some bands out there, that's the backbone of their songs.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. Like I love Fit for an Autopsy. They're great, but they do it a shit ton. And I'm like, okay. I'm not going to say they're ripping off other bands because like Gojira, I'm sure has other elements to their songs that come from other things. Like, who gives a shit? But even breakdowns too. Like, oh, that breakdown that sounds so much like the other one. It's like, oh yeah, you mean the other one that's at 150 beats per minute and 4/4? Yeah, I mean, there's only so many different variations.
It's like there's only so much time between each chug that I can take and be still engaged.
Yeah. But I mean, all you little heathens are gonna come back for it. So you can talk all the shit you want, but we'll see you at the next Skylit Drive show or whatever. Dude.
But okay. So, but what else? But going back to like guitarist playing guitarist stuff, what thing I wasn't was pretty blown away by, and this isn't like I wouldn't say that this person is a guitar god or anything, but I give him lots of respect. Phil from As LA Dying. Mm-hmm. Okay, when I saw him, it was like last summer. Were you with us there? Actually, I think you were.
I was at that outdoor.
That's right.
Show,
that's right.
Yeah.
So As LA Dying came, and as we know, like half the band members left, right? But Phil played all of the leads that Nik had written, and I mean, he played them great.
Yeah.
And I mean, that probably took a lot of fucking work.
Yeah.
Because you're used to playing the rhythm on almost every song. He does a few leads, like, a couple of things off their second album, but to relearn all those leads and all the leads that were on like, The Powerless Rise and Awaken.
Yeah.
I think it's Awaken. Those are not easy leads,
right?
So, hats off to him. Just it can be done. So
yeah, that's one thing about that band is I really do. That's my favorite part about them is like they have the riffs and they can shred so well. And they have just a very good understanding of the fretboard.
Exactly, and I think the solos definitely fit the songs. Yeah, for sure. Right?
Yeah, so. Big time. I could care less if Tim Lambesis stayed in that band. I always thought he was the least talented one.
Right, exactly. Yeah, I was like, some YouTube video came up of like the best lead vocalist screamers of the 2000s or maybe 20s, I don't know, and it put him as like number 2, and I'm like, what are you talking about?
Are you kidding me?
He's just yelling. It sounds like he's yelling into literally sounds like he's yelling into a vat of frying French fries.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it does.
And it sounded like that since the first album.
Did it sound like that? It sounded like that when you saw him too?
Yes, dude. And he's all out of breath. He's all roided up and steroid. Well, I guess he went down to steroids, so his balls have like gone into his like mouth. So he's sitting there just like in frying pan oil with balls in his mouth, like
Tim, sign my deep fryer. Man, that's hilarious.
I've always thought that though.
He probably looked massive too when you saw him. He's like a unit now.
I mean, dude, if I went to prison and then like had nothing, if I got 100% canceled because of my own doing, I would probably do something crazy like inject,
Oh, did he do something crazy?
Oh, no. Well, I mean, it depends on what country you're in. If you're in, say, Somalia, what he did was probably common practice.
Yeah, it's fine.
But, in America, it's a little...
in San Diego.
In America, it's a little touch and go.
Yeah.
A little touch and go. A little dicey.
Yeah.
A little dicey.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're not too cool with that kind of thing. I remember when that happened, too, and everybody was like, Christian metalcore singer.
Yeah, of course, they fucking harped on that.
Yeah.
Like, God guy kills wife. That's probably what happened out.
Yeah.
But last thing we need to talk about, we're talking about shows, right? What about Behemoth scheduled to go to St. Louis and then pass every other state and go to Vegas.
Yeah, I don't understand that at all. Are they going to play in Kansas? Or are they not?
I don't think
I think
so.
it was St. Louis.
I think it was St. Louis, and then they're just like,
yeah, plowing through.
Between St. Louis and Vegas, everything's fucking Nebraska.
Yeah, that's kind of odd to me. I thought they for sure would play in like Topeka or something.
Dude,
yeah.
what? Well, why Denver is such a great spot is because it's right in the center.
I think the last time they played here, they played in like the Pepsi Center with like Lamb of God, or like it was like a bunch of big names.
Lamb of God's one of those ones that plays at Pepsi Center now. Like,
yeah,
they're definitely. I think they're definitely like to arenas for sure. Like they would headline arenas. Maybe like the Paramount or like the Fillmore downtown, which is a little bigger.
Yeah.
But
you want to hear something really funny?
Yeah. Let me hear it.
Somebody I know was supposed to. They play in a band. They were supposed to tour with them.
Yeah.
And he was looking at the route because like they're in separate buses, and
Mm-hmm.
he looked at. They were supposed to go to Europe together, and it got canceled or something.
Yeah.
I don't know the whole story, but what he was saying is that he was looking at their route, and he's like, they pretty much go to the Czech Republic border, and then he like goes all the way around to go to the next countries because he's not allowed in them.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh man, I totally forgot about all that.
Yeah. Him and Tim Lambesis could talk about a couple of things other than music. Yeah.
They could start a Facebook group.
Yeah. I guess it was like just a total
It'd be
accident there, right?
Them. It'd be them, Vince Neil, and like Ray Lewis from the fucking Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah.
Like sketchy shit that happened that people don't talk about.
Yeah.
But it still fucking happened. You know.
Yeah.
I'll start that page today.
That's such a bummer. I think that was like a total accident, right?
I'm
Randy Blake just like pushed him off the stage.
I'm pretty sure it was like, it's one of those things where it was like intention was not there,
Yeah.
but it happened. Like
Yeah.
it's like that's that tough responsibility accountability ownership thing. Like,
Yeah.
was there any intention? That's why the law probably specifies why there's like intention and not.
Yeah, like manslaughter versus
Yeah.
first degree. Randy Blythe still he's like probably 50 or something.
Yeah.
Right? He still looks like somebody I would have bought like really bad drugs from in high school.
Dude, seriously.
He wears like the camo
He wears
cargo
like
shorts,
camo
and
cargo
stuff,
shorts, a big ass shirt,
Yeah.
and then just like fucking walks around. The motherfucker's sporting a knee brace.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's wearing a knee brace on stage. And you know what? What's funny? All the fans are wearing knee braces too.
Yeah.
Because we're getting a little old. All right, we're getting there.
Sure. He reminds me of like anybody in high school that'd be like, yeah, I'm not gonna join the military because if the second a drill instructor gets in my face, I knock him out. Like that's the kind of person I feel like he is, because he's pretty outspoken too. Like a neck beard and all that.
I can't join the military.
You know what I mean? Those like real skinny dudes that
And they all fucking wear cargo shorts.
Yeah.
All of them.
and they don't have pecs. They have like a chest that's like
or it's like
more
in.
bony.
Yeah, it's out
it's
or in. Why do they always fucking look like that?
I don't know. It's got to be something in the water
Dude,
for sure. No,
it's like they were born in a fucking Suburban without any wheels. I'm serious. Okay,
Yeah.
maybe we got to get a little serious. We need a question, all right? We got a question from one of our, dare I say, fans. We don't have OnlyFans, but we have fans. This one is from at Gent Cringe.
You don't have
name. Okay. Explain to me what extended / multiscale guitars are for. I think we talked about this before, but it's okay to go in more depth.
I've heard that you have a more precise tuning with them, like when you hit certain chords. I've heard this.
Yep.
I remember Misha Mansour had this, like I think it was a Mayan's guitar that had those frets that weren't fanned, but they were like,
oh, for the intonation.
They're like calibrated, or I forget what the term is, but they are not straight. They're
Were
like,
they was the fret wire like wavy?
Yeah,
it was. They were individual small little frets for each string.
It
was wavy, right?
Yeah, same number of frets, but like wavy.
Perfect.
And I think each one was like, it wasn't
waved a little bit because
Yeah.
it accounted for like so what that's for is for to get perfect intonation.
Yeah.
So you technically can't get. I guess you can get really close to. It doesn't matter what you use. You're not going to get perfect intonation because of all the variables that affect tuning, right?
Yeah.
Those do help for intonation because of how everything's spread out across the fretboard. So I have seen people use them. I've seen Steve Vai use them before. But Steve Vai will do anything to a guitar. You know, he'll fucking
Yeah.
He'll like get cat fur like woven into the fucking strings and say, you know, call it his feline line or something.
Yeah.
Like that. But now extended multiscale mainly, you know, there's several uses, but I would argue the biggest one is because, and you run into this with let's start with the problem with regular guitars that aren't multiscale. All these back here, they have they use a really thick string at the top and a really skinny one at the bottom, right? Well, skinny top, heavy bottom. And so what happens is that big, thick E string has to be, on a regular scale guitar, has to have a certain tension to meet that type of pitch tuning, right? The thing is, with something like this, if you really want to down tune and get a really thick like E string or set of strings up there, you have to release the tension. There's got to be a lot of tension release, which makes it the amplitude of the string higher, and it gets a little bit more floppy and less clear and precise.
And you're supposed to almost always have tension on guitars, right? You're not supposed to ever like just take the strings.
I think it's supposed to be just like on there,
like,
a little bit. You know, I don't use a tuner; I just play by ear.
Yeah.
And you know, it usually sounds okay. I haven't got a record deal yet, but yeah.
Okay.
But if you give on a multi-scale guitar, how it differs is you actually, if you look at the top string, let's just say the thick E string, it is actually way longer than the small E string. And that's because when you have a string that's over a longer distance, the tension has to be higher. So you get greater tension with those lower strings, and you get more clarity, more concise, it gets more concise.
You're talking about having like a baritone extended range, or are you talking about...
because, I mean, I wouldn't say all the way, I don't know how long baritones are, but on a multi-scale guitar, like the fan frets, it's usually around like a 27 scale.
Yep.
Yeah. And then the bottom one, the high E string, is usually around like 25, you know, generally. And that can vary. But the big thing is that those thicker strings are spread out over longer distance, meaning they need more tension. So there's actually more equal tension throughout all the strings. And people like it.
Yeah.
I mean, I've played multi-scale guitars, and I've noticed that while it looks weird, I don't really play much different.
Yeah, I'm sure it doesn't feel much different.
It doesn't feel much different. No. So, you have anything on that? I just talked forever.
No, I think you gave a way better description than I would have, because I just, like, I know more about, like, the reason why you have a baritone guitar versus, like, you know, anything that we have. It's,
sure.
You know, 25-inch scale or whatever. I think my RGDs are, like, 26-ish.
Are they?
Yeah,
okay.
They're a little longer.
Really?
And for a 7-string, that's, like, a good thing.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, but I've had the Iron Label 7-strings, and they're just like a regular scale length, and I didn't really like those.
Didn't you own an Iron Label before?
Long time ago. It was cool looking. You know, it was very like minimalist.
Oh yeah, guitar, it's got the minimal thing.
And
that was the thing back then, but now they're kind of like just as expensive.
Yeah, now there's Iron Labels that are like close to $2,000 or something. Like, it's the like price point doesn't really.
Yeah, I used to like look at those, being like, hey, maybe this is one that I can actually like afford.
Yeah, I'm selling one of my Prestiges right now, and people are trying to offer up some interesting trades. So,
like, straight up trying to trade you for the guitar?
Yeah.
Like, what are they trying to trade you? Like toilet paper?
No, other guitars.
Back in COVID, you could get some toilet paper.
Yeah, no, I couldn't. Yeah,
dude.
I just sold this thing.
Oh, hot. Could you imagine, like, years down the road, you traded a guitar in for fucking toilet paper?
Yeah, and
then you're like,
explain that to somebody. Yeah, like, man, I'm a loser.
Like, you'd have to explain that to anybody you were in a relationship with.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, man.
Yeah, they wouldn't get it.
All right. You guys want to hear some riffers and shredders? So welcome back to our segment of where we show some riffers, shredders, and highlight some guitarists around the world. If you want it to be you, send it to our Instagram at PhaseSplitterPod, or you can just come to my house and say, hey, my grandma's good at guitar. Okay. First person we'll feature for a riff. Let's see. Oh, yeah. So this is the...
personal favorite. Yeah.
Here we go. This is from Night Verses, right?
This guy in particular, his name is it?
Here we go. Okay. Playing a Bossy signature.
Yeah.
Right? Bossy Concepts.
It's the Larada, I believe it's called.
Damn.
I would love to play one of those.
Dude, I always find it so impressive for people that not only have great riffs, but they add harmonics into like the middle.
This guy is like my favorite guitarist right now. This is the
Maddie, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
Favorite guitarist?
Yeah, big time.
Lord.
I think he's just like has everything. He's not over the top. He's not playing crazy shreddy stuff, and just everything flows really well.
Okay.
Whereas there's a lot of people out there that are, let me just like try to put all these tricks in here and play as fast as I can, and that's all it sounds like to me. Whereas this sounds like he actually has a lot of soul in it, and everything he writes is like this. It's like,
and it all flows.
Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, you'll listen to one song and you'll see what I'm talking about. Like,
wow.
It's very cool what he does.
Dude,
There's nothing
it's not
he's
easy using that echo and delay effect, like while you're playing.
Oh, he's doing
harmonics,
like crazy shit when he's playing, like phasers and all this other stuff. It's wild, and their drummer's very, very good too. So
that was the guitarist from Night Verses, right?
Yeah.
Speaking of which, you just brought that
Nik DePiro.
Nick DePiro. So
yep.
At Nik DePiro.
Yep.
Oh yeah, at Nik DePiro. Perfect.
So.
Shout out to these guys, man. Instrumental band. Matt just showed them to me. Phenomenal.
And they've been around for a while too. Like some of the stuff I've been listening to lately is from like 2016.
Oh,
like
really?
Yeah.
I saw one of their albums were in 2018.
Yeah.
So that's nice. Give them a shout out. Give them some love, man. Because this is the type of stuff that pushes guitar playing forward.
Yeah.
Right?
Big time.
You know, it's like that. You know, I don't think it's just like it's not the same sound, but like it's like those Pliffy guys. Like you got these guys that are just moving the craft forward.
And it makes me wonder too, like if in 2016, like I don't remember what came out that year or like what was popular, but I know it wasn't this. And I wonder if like that's why just people like didn't get it then, but people like are so starved for something new and creative that you kind of just have to like go back to the drawing board, and it's like here's this guy who's been doing this for a while, and like he's like, look, I have all these riffs, I write shit all the time. He has like a whole separate Spotify, just stuff that he writes and puts on there. It's so
really
cool. Yeah, I think he uploads his
like whole songs,
just like Twitch streams and stuff.
Really?
Yeah, and other whole songs, like other little like clips he does. But I did see something that was like, I think it said Twitch stream, you know, and then a date. So I think he might just, you know, fuck around on camera and put it on there.
Dang, that's amazing.
Yeah,
I never thought people would like do that.
Yeah,
huh?
And he's just very creative, so I'm sure it's not a problem.
Yeah. So
and this guy's cool, and he has one of my favorite guitars.
So this guy, now I can't tell if it's a Majesty.
It's a Majesty.
It's a Majesty. Is it a like a
It's like the
Sterling version, or is
I don't think so. I think it's a real one. I think
I don't know how to
the
tell.
Telltale feature is up on the first fret. There's like the John Petrucci.
Oh, that's right.
It's like the Ernie Ball Reserve thing.
Yeah, I've always wanted to play one of these because like everybody that plays them plays better than me.
Yeah,
it's gotta be the guitar.
I've never played a Sterling. Yeah, exactly. It's got to be the guitar,
right? All right, let's check this guy out. So this is Surrender the Ectype official at Surrender the Ectype official. Woo! There it is. This guy's just doing it at a neighborhood park too.
Yeah,
just shredding at the pond.
Where we all like to go play. Yeah. So I don't know. I thought he was cool.
No, that was good.
Playing some cool shit.
Wait, whoa. Denver, Colorado?
What that said?
Hold on. This guy might be like...
I think this guitar has that piezo switch, or piezo, however you enunciate it, and it's the boost thing.
Oh, does it? And it's got that proprietary bridge, which I'm always so curious about, and I still haven't looked into.
Because it's like a floating bridge thing.
The tuning stability on this thing must be perfect. Yeah, see, okay, Thursday, August 24th, Doors... All ages, well-versed, Denver. Coming to they're coming to
so
Denver.
Is that maybe they're from Denver?
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe that's some park.
Roxy Theater. Have you heard of Roxy Theater?
Yeah, I've never been there.
Okay. Dang. All right, man. You sold us. We're coming to the show. If it hasn't happened already.
So the 24th, right? Perfect.
Yeah, right there. Thursday, August 24th. That's a couple days. All right. Good choices, Maddie. Those are Maddie's choices.
Oh, I know who. Actually, I don't know who that guy is, but I do know about that tour. It said the Aggressive Worship Tour. I think it's a bunch of Christian bands or something. I've seen a bunch of them posted on here, and I think that's how I found that
Did
guy.
Face Splitter just become devout?
I think so. We just endorsed them.
Oh, this is holy water.
Yep.
I was wondering why it was just like sizzling out my ass. because it entered my soul, and it was like, we can't be here. This can't. It looked around. It looked around in my bowels and was like, this isn't the chapel we belong in.
I think this may be just the new wave version of how the Mormons spread it. Because it's like you kill people with kindness. Like he's like, I know what these guys are like.
And then he got in. He infiltrated, dude. He soaked us.
Yep.
You know
He soaked us. Yeah.
All right, let's get serious now, okay, man? We got a job to do.
All right.
Let's.
So yeah, this one you're gonna want to watch. Yeah, the
right here. This one.
Yeah, that's the one.
Here we go. Let's see. I want to get the name. This is Dan James Griffin at Dan James Griffin. I can already tell we're gonna be friends. All right, here we go. Jeez, got that like crystal tone.
Is that the Aristides guitars?
I think so. They got those almost those depressions.
Yeah, kind of like where you would put like a semi-hollow body. And I believe these guitars are entirely like a composite material, like even the fretboard.
Oh, that's right.
I remember, yeah, somebody had one built like an 8-string, and it was
he's sweeping the whole time.
Yeah. I've seen one that has like that iridescent paint job on it.
Oh,
very, very cool,
dude. Dan James Griffin at Dan James, dude, phenomenal playing. I'm very appreciative that we got some. I know it might be composite, but some maple style necks.
Yeah,
you're talking to a maple guy, right?
I could also be wrong. Maybe it is. There's wood components.
There is a brand. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, but this is a good looking guitar. I like all the hardware is all gold.
Yeah,
on white. Gold on white is good.
It's dope. The pickups look sick.
And then a headless, which all headless players are serial killers. So.
And I guess he's using the neural DSP stuff.
Oh, okay.
I do just like how he's playing like on an almost like entirely clean channel, and he's able to
entirely
like cut through the way he is.
And he's sweeping the whole time. Dude, that's not easy.
You should see me try some shit like that.
Yeah. Let's just say I would need every other string muted.
Yeah.
So great job, dude. All right, our last shredder. Let's do this. This guy's like scary fast.
This guy has an Axion label, I believe they're called, or is it the Iron label or something else?
Oh yeah,
I really liked this guitar when they came out.
All right, let's see.
Maybe it's a fucking premium.
This is gonna be at Yo on it Yon. At Yo on it Yon. Give him some love, dudes. Yep. Here we go. All right. Jesus. Do you think you can play? Hey, Natty too. Yeah. Your favorite.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's nuts.
Economy.
Baby.
He's still going. Jeez, save some pussy for the rest of us, dude. Damn. Dude, so transitioning between arpeggios and sweeping like that into alternate picking is not fucking easy. But that pentatonic fucking right here. Yeah, right here. Dude.
Unbelievable.
Zach Wilde just creamed his pants.
That was perfect. Yeah, this is like what everyone aspires to be.
I need to cool off a little bit. Oh my God.
So good.
Lordy.
Yeah, and it's Natty, and it's just like him sitting in his room playing.
Dude. Yeah, like it's funny that we like care so much about that, but like when we hear it, because we know it's like that's legit.
Yeah,
man. That's legit. Because that stuff cuts through. Like you can tell studio produced stuff, and I wouldn't say I work with, but like I guess, I work with a couple, guitarists on the internet and stuff, and we talk about our filming techniques and everything like that. A lot of guys will pre-record something and then record themselves playing the song, but not actually playing it. They're just going through the motions for the content.
Yeah.
And so that's happening.
Sure, yeah.
But then when you see guys like this, you're like, dude, Like,
and I get
legit.
like usually when someone's like, hey, it's a playthrough, like I kind of expect it. Like, hey, this is just how you play it, and like, when it's a world famous band, I don't really blame them for doing that because it's like, okay, people want to know how to play the song, and the tabs don't exist, so I just watch your fingers in slow motion. And dude,
you can slow the YouTube video down. I've done it several times for Brandon Ellis.
So I get that.
But all right, dude. So we just featured some new guitarists, right?
Yeah.
So that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the episode. As always, check out our Instagram and TikTok at FazeSplitterPod, right? Emails at Gmail. What is it? FazeSplitterPodcast@gmail.com.
Yep.
Yeah. And then what's your social?
At Matthew Monty.
Ooh, the big one. And then I'm at Nick Axe Guitar. And then you can check us out on our YouTube channel, The Axe, and all the above.
And Nick's almost at 10K, so give him some more follows this week, and then we can beat that.
Can you believe it? My lifelong goal of 10K. Even before Instagram was around. Remember MySpace?
Yeah.
I knew when I had a MySpace, I wanted 10K Instagram followers. That's how fucking good I am.
Man, you're like Nostradamus.
Thank you.
Social media.
Thank you.
And Randy Blythe and Tim Lambesis, I know we talked a lot of shit on you, but if you ever want to come on the show, you're more than welcome to tell your story.
I have to put you in like a cage so you don't kill us.
Yeah, there'll be security here.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Yeah.
And we won't do it on a stage or anything.
We'll put you in a separate room and we can Skype from there. And I did just say Skype, and so I'm in my 30s. All right, guys, catch you later.